Good morning, guys. This story of the week is called We Are the Future, and it is a poetry genre. And throughout this story, there are a few different poems. It's not just one long poem throughout the whole story. It's multiple ones, and we will talk about them as I read them. But first, I want to go over our vocabulary words like normal. The first one is promise, and this isn't the promise you're thinking of, like you promise to play with your best friend at recess. It's not that kind of promise. The promise that is in this story means if something shows promise, it means something good will probably happen. And then the second word is merrily. When you do something merrily, you feel happy. So if you're doing anything merrily, you feel happy about doing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start reading. The first poem is called Me Times Two. I read times two. I write times two. I think, I dream, I cry times two. I laugh times two. I'm right times two. I sing, I ask, I try times two. I do twice as much as most people do, 'cause most speak one, but I speak two. So this poem is about this little girl that's looking at herself in the mirror, and she's basically saying that she does everything times two. And that means she does it twice as much, or double the amount that most people would. And at the bottom it says, I do twice as much as most people do, 'cause most speak one, but I speak two. What she means by most speak one, but I speak two, she means that she speaks two different languages, but most people only speak one language. Okay, so that was our first poem. The next poem is called The Shoe Rack. The shoe rack is stacked with promise, with dreams waiting to wake. What you do, where you go, who you grow up to be depends on the steps you take. So this poem is about a little girl who has all these shoes on this shoe rack, and she's thinking about the things that she could do and the places she could go if she were to put on those shoes. So right now she's holding a sneaker or a tennis shoe, and she's dreaming about, up in the corner, about winning a race. If she's wearing those shoes, she thinks that she will win a race. Okay? Then there's some flip-flops down here, and she's dreaming about if she wore those flip-flops, she might go to the beach. And then there are some ballet shoes right here. And I would imagine that if she put on those ballet shoes, she would dream about going to ballet class and dancing. Okay, so that's all about shoes, different shoes. Okay. The next one is called Flying Man. Flying man, up in the sky. Where are you going to, flying so high? Over the mountains and over the sea. Flying man, can't you take me? So this is all about a flying man who flies through the sky and all the things he sees. Now the next one is called Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And I'm sure most of you know this song. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. There's that vocabulary word merrily that we talked about, and we said if you do something merrily, you are happy about it. So this poem is telling us that these alligators are happy rowing gently down the stream. And you can tell they're happy by looking at their faces. They're relaxed, they're smiling, they're having a good time. The last poem in here is called Starlight, Star Bright. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. So this little boy is looking up at the stars, and he is thinking about a wish, and he is hoping that his wish will come true. All right, so make sure that you listen to this story again before you take your test on Friday so that it's fresh in your memory. And if you have any questions, let me know.